Dear students, in this session we are going to discuss about the different operators in PHP. Let us see the different types of PHP operators. Operators means these are some operations that should be applied on different values. So operators are used to operate on values. There are four classifications of operators: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. All the programming languages are having this type of operators. Here also we are having arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. We will see all these operators one by one. Let us see the different arithmetic operators. In case of arithmetic operators means these are operators which is used to perform arithmetic operations. Here we are having plus operator which is used for addition, then minus operator which is used to find the subtraction, that is the difference between two numbers, then star asterisk operator is used for multiplication, then slash is used for performing division, then modular it is used for performing modulus operation or division remainder, then plus is our increment operator, and minus is our decrement operator. Here we are having examples for all these operators. X is equal to 2, x plus 2 means the result is 4. Then x is equal to 2, 5 minus 2 is equal to 5 minus x, the answer is 3. Then x is equal to 4, x into 5 is equal to 20. Then 15 divided by 5, it's 3. Then 5 more 2, the remainder is 1. X is equal to 5, x plus, that is one value is incremented, that is the answer is 6. X equal to 5, x minus, that is one value is decremented, that the answer is x is equal to 4. So these are the different arithmetic operations that are available in PHP. Here we are having an example code in PHP. Here the angle bracket question mark PHP, that is the opening tag of PHP. Then $x is declared. $symbol is used for mentioning a variable in PHP. $x is equal to 5. So a variable x is created and it is having initial value 5. Then $y is equal to 4. Another variable y is created with initial value 4. $z is equal to $x minus $y. So $x is having the value 5 and $y is having the value 4. So Z is having the value 5 minus 4, that is 1. Echo $Z means the one answer 1 will be printed. So this type of calculations can be performed. Now we can see the comparison operators in PHP. Like other programming languages, here also some comparison operators are there. Equal to, which is used to compare the value of left hand side and right hand side. Then not equal to is used to compare two values on the left hand side and right hand side. If both values are different, it will produce a true value. Then less than, greater than is same as that of not equal to. This symbol is same as that of not equal to, and if the values are different, if the value on the left hand side and right hand side of this particular operator are different, it will produce a true value. Then greater than simple, then less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, triple equal to. So this triple equal to is used to compare the value as well as the data type of these two variables on the left hand side and right hand side. So then only if both values as well as the data type of these two variables are same, then only it will produce a true value. In case of equal to, it will compare only the value on the LHS and right hand side. There is a difference between equal to and equal to triple equal to. Here we are having an example which is related to the corresponding comparison operator. So this is the initial uh, tag is used for mentioning that the corresponding is a PHP code. Then we are having $bool is equal to boolean of 1. $bool is equal to boolean of 1. So what happens here, it is 1 is converted to the corresponding boolean value. 1 is converted to boolean value means it will be 1 is having the value boolean value 1, that is it indicates the true value. Then $int is equal to integer of 1. So here this one is treated as integer 1 and this one is treated as boolean 1. First one is treated as a boolean value and second one is treated as an integer value. Then echo $booly equal to $int. So here the answer is true because if we are comparing the value on left hand side and right hand side, both are having the value 1. So it will produce a true value. In the next step, echo $booly equal to $int. So here what happens is in addition to the value, it will check the data type on both sides. If you are checking it the value first, both are having the same value. Then what happens is it will check the data type. Here the data type is boolean and the right hand side the data type is integer. So what happens to the what is the output is it will produces a false value. Now we can see the different assignment operators in PHP. Equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, star equal to, slash equal to, dot equal to, mod equal to. So equal to means x is equal to y, it is same as that of x is equal to y. Plus equal to means x plus equal to y is same as that x is equal to x plus y. Minus equal to, which is same as x minus equal to y, it is same as x is equal to x minus y. Star equal to, that is x star equal to y, which is same as x is equal to x star y. Slash equal to, x slash equal to y, which is same as x is equal to x divided by y. Dot equal to, x dot equal to y means it is equal to x is equal to x dot y. Mod equal to, x mod equal to y is same as x is equal to x mod y. So these are the different assignment operators that are available in PHP. Now we can see the different logical operators. Ampersand, 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 ampersand indicates the logical AND operation. Then OR. This is a logical OR operator. Then not exclamatory sign. This is a logical NOT operator. So here we are having examples for this AND operator, OR operator and NOT operator. Here x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. X less than 10 and y greater than 1. X less than 10, that's a true value, and y greater than 1, that is true value. True and true, it will produces a true value. Here x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3, the second example. So x equal to 5, it is a false value, or y equal to 5. Here also it is a false value. False or false, it will return false. Then x is equal to 6, y is equal to 3. X equal to not of x equal to y. 6 equal to 3. 6 is not equal to 3. So it will produces a false value. Not of false, it will produces a true value. Now we can see the precedence of operators as well as the associativity. Then here we are having the order. The precedence order of operators is like this. New is having the highest priority, and whereas the associativity of new is none. Then comes the array elements. Its associativity is from right to left. Then comes the logical NOT, increment, decrement, and the typecasting operators. Then comes the at symbol, which is used for suppressing the errors. For all these operators, the associativity is right to left. Then comes star slash mode, multiplication, division, modulation. And for this particular operators, the associativity is from left to right. Then after that, plus, minus, dot, addition, subtraction, and string concatenation. Its associativity is from left to right. Then less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. That is the corresponding comparison operator. Then equal to, not equal to, then triple equal to, not equal to, equal to. Equality symbols are having the next priority. And then comes the logical and, logical or, conditional operators. For all the logical operations, the associativity is from left to right, and for conditional operator also the associativity is left to right. Then comes the assignment operators. Its associativity is from right to left. Then comes the logical and, which is left to right. Logical or, it's also left to right. Then list separator comma, which is having the lowest precedence, and its associativity is left to right. So this is the corresponding operators that are available in PHP, its precedence as well as its associativity. Now the largest integer value. The largest integer value which is defined by PHP is PHP underscore int underscore max. That is a constant and its value is like this, which is a maximum integer value that can be taken by a PHP variable, integer variable. Another important point related to PHP is $_ get variable and $_ post variable. So in the previous module, while we are transferring data from forms, we discussed about two types of methods, get method and post method. Get method, which is used for transferring the data from input form in HTML towards the server. What happens in get method is the data that we are entered is append along with the URL. And in case of post method, user is not having a view of the data transfer from the form to the corresponding server. So for doing the corresponding operations and in order to retrieve the corresponding get data as well as post data, we have to set some $_ get variable as well as $_ post variable in the server side. So information sent from a form with the get method is visible to everyone. That is, it is displayed in the browser's address bar and has limits on the amount of information to send. So this is applicable in case of transferring data from forms in HTML. Then information sent from a form with the post method is invisible to others and has no limits on the amount of information to send. So the major difference between get and post is, while we are using the get, information sent from the form to server is visible by the external parties, but in case of post method, the data transfer should occur in a secure mode. And in case of get method, we are having a limit to transfer the amount of data transfer between the client and server. But in case of post method, there is no limit for the amount of data transfer. This is our first example program, and the name of this particular file is post.php. And in this particular PHP can be embedded in the HTML page. I am not showing the initial part of the HTML from the body tag onwards, or what all things are needed in the body. That code is available here. Then inside the body of the corresponding web page, form action is equal to wellag.php, method is equal to post. So we are trying to create a form in the corresponding web page. Method used for that particular form is post. The action happened on that page is wellag.php. Then inside the form we are having a label name. There will be a text field. Input type is equal to text, name is equal to fname. Then after that, age, input type is equal to text, name is equal to age. Then input type is equal to submit. Then slash form. So in the web page we are having a form, then which contains provisions for entry, input boxes for entering the name as well as age, and it will contain a submit button. So what happens here, it is whenever the user clicks the submit button, action will be, or the data entered in the first.php page will be sent to the wellag.php page. In the wellag.php page, we have to retrieve what all are the contents in the what all are the data that are transferred from first.php. For that, we have to create another web page, wellag.php. Then inside this wellag.php, we are trying to extract the data transferred from first.php web page. So here, welcome. Then we start the PHP tag. Inside the PHP tag, echo $_post of fname, $_post of fname. So here what happens is, fname is a component in the initial page, that is first.php page, and it is the data in the fname will be posted while the button is submitted. So in this wellag.php, we are trying to extract the data in fname using the variable $_post of fname. So what data the user input, that will be extracted here. So welcome ABC. If the user is entered ABC, so it will produces a message like welcome ABC. Then you are, again a PHP script is open, echo $_post of age years old. If the user is inputting the value 10, so you are 10 years old, that message will be displayed in the wellag.php web page. So if the user is using get method instead of this post, in order to retrieve the data that is transferred from this first.php to wellag.php, instead of $_post, we have to use $_get of fname, $_get of age. Likewise, we can access the data. So if get method is used in order to retrieve values in welcome.php, use $_get of fname is used. So whatever may be the method, if you are using post as well as get method, we can have another variable called $_request. $_request, you can specify the variable name that can be used with get as well as post methods. So $_request of fname, we are using $_request of fname, the value entered in fname component will be retrieved. Whatever it may be, whether it is post or get method, we can use this request variable. So this is your first PHP question, and in this question what we have to do is you have to create a select button. You have to create a select button with multiple options for cars, Volkswagen Beetle. Then you can specify Ford Figo, like any cars. Like you can list list multiple cards here, and you can specify the corresponding color, and a button is there which contains a text submit query. Then whenever that button is clicked, your yellow Volkswagen Beetle is ready, safe driving. This type of message will be printed. So what all things you selected and submitted, that entry should be specified here. Let us see the conditional statements in PHP. Like other programming languages, PHP also contains all the basic conditional statement. Here simple if. So if condition is there, then the block contains the code to be executed if condition is true. Then if else statement is there. If a particular condition is there, if condition is true, this block will be executed. Otherwise, the else block will be executed. If else, if else. If a particular condition is there, if that condition is true, it will execute this particular block. If that condition is false, it will move to else if part. Else if part is having another condition. If that condition is true, it will execute this particular block. Otherwise, it will execute this last block, else block. Then PHP switch statement. Switch of n, then case label 1, label 2, multiple labels are there, and a default block is there. So if label 1 is matching with the code to be executed, if n is equal to, if this particular n variable is having the label 1 value, then the corresponding code associated with this label 1 will be executed. Break means we are exiting from that switch case. Likewise, so if the value of n is different from the label 1 and label 2, then the default block will be executed. If no break is there, if no break is placed between the cases, what happens is from there onwards, which case it matches, from there onwards uh, all the calls below that particular line or that expression will be executed if no break is present in the switch statement. Then ternary operator or conditional operator, the syntax is echo $x greater than $y. So this is our condition. If that condition, after this specifying the condition in parenthesis, there will be a question mark. Then if this particular condition is true, the first expression will be executed. Otherwise, the second expression will be executed. So this first expression and second expression is separated by a colon sign. So this type of operation is termed as ternary operator or conditional operator. And move on to the looping statements. Like other programming languages, PHP is also having a rich area or rich amount of looping statements. The initial while loop, while a condition is there, then inside the block you have to specify the code to be executed. Here we are having an example. So this is the starting of PHP code. $I is equal to 1, which is our iterating variable, while I less than or equal to 5. Then echo the number is the value of $I will be printed, then $I plus plus. So here what happens is the numbers from 1 to 5 will be printed because the loop condition is less than or equal to 5. Initial value is equal to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After the 5 execution, it has become I plus plus. So the value 5 is 6. So whenever it moves to the checking the condition, it is false. So it exits from this particular loop. Then comes the do while. We know that do while is an entry control loop. So the syntax is like this: do the code to be executed while condition semicolon. So here the same example for displaying the numbers from 1 to 5. $I is equal to 1, which is the initial value. Do $I plus plus. $I plus plus means we are trying to increment the value of I. Echo, the number is $I. So whatever it may be, the initial value that will be printed. Then what happens here it is while exiting from the corresponding loop, it will check the condition where the value of I is less than 5. If so, the next iteration will be happened. Then comes the for loop. In case of for loop, we are having the syntax like this: for, then inside the parenthesis we need 3 sessions. First session is the initialization session, second which is separated by semicolon. Second session is the condition, again it is separated from the third with semicolon, and third session is the increment section, and the block contains the code to be executed. Here we are having an example for $I equal to 1, $I less than or equal to 5, $I plus plus, echo the number is $I. That is, here also the values from 1 to 5 will be printed using the for loop. Then another important loop in PHP is for each loop. In JavaScript we discussed about the for each loop. The for each loop is used to loop through arrays. The syntax is in JavaScript we discussed about for in loop. So in case of this PHP, here we are having a loop called for each loop. For each loop is used to traverse through the arrays. For each $array as $value, then the block contains the code to be executed. For every loop iteration, the value of current array element is assigned to $value, and the array pointer is moved by 1. So on the next loop iteration, you will be looking at the next array value. So that is the basic idea. Initially, the $array's first value is assigned to $value. That is the first thing. And in the second iteration, it will be moved to the second array value likewise. Here we are having an example. The PHP $x is equal to array of 1, 2, 3. So here an array is created with values 1, 2 and 3 for which $x as $value. $x as $value. So $x is our array name. So we have to extract all the values in $x as $value. So initially what happens is this X array is assigned to value. So value is pointing to the first data item of $x. So echo $value means 1 will be printed. After that BR means line break. In the second iteration $x's value means here the array will be $x is the array. Already $value is having the first element. In the second iteration, this value will be pointed to the second index location. Here that is the value in the second index location is 2. So echo $value means 2 will be printed, and after that next line. BR stands for next line. In the third iteration, in case of $x array, it will move to the array will be pointing towards the third element as $value. So $value is having the data 3. So echo $value means 3 will be printed. Then control is in the next line. So this is a simple example for demonstrating the for each loop. Now we can see the isEt function. isEt function is used to check whether a variable is set or not. If a variable is already unset with unset function, it will no longer be set. The isEt function returns false if the testing variable contains a null value. The EZ function is a function in PHP which is used to check whether the variable is set or not. That is, whether the variable is having a value or not, having a valid value or not. If a variable is already unset with unset function, it will no longer be set. If our variable is executed, if our variable name is used with unset function, it will delete all the data in the corresponding variable and the variable is having a null value. So in such a situation, we are not able to set values to that particular variable. The EZ function return false if testing variable contains a null value. The EZ function is returning a false value if the corresponding testing variable contains a null value or having a null data type. So EZ function is used to specify whether a variable is holding a valid value or not. It will produces a true value if it contains a valid data, and it will EZ function will return false value if the variable is not having any specified data type, or if the variable is following null data type, then it will return a false value. Unset is a function which is used in PHP for deleting the value associated with a particular variable. So unset is a function which is used in PHP for removing a value associated with a variable. After removing the value from the variable is having null data type. The variable is having null data type. Suppose if variable A is having 10 value, and if you are using EZ function of variable A, it will produces a true value because A is having a data 10. 10 is a valid integer value. So EZ function will produces a true value. Suppose if I am using unset of variable A, so what happens is the value 10 assigned to variable A is deleted. So variable A is having no value at present, so that variable A is treated as null data type. So if you are using again EZ function with variable A, it will produces a false value. Here we are having a sample PHP code. We can have a look at this particular sample code. So this is the starting of PHP scripting. Then if not is set of $_ of submit. If not is set of $_ of submit. What happens here? Not is set of $_ post of submit. $_ post of submit is not happened if the value associated with the submit button is not correctly specified, not having a valid data. That is not ESET. That is, if ESET is having a false value, then form method post action is equal to odd even.php. If that particular submit button is not having or if that submit button is not clicked, what the web page has to display is form method is equal to post action is equal to odd even.php. Then the form contains enter value text, input type is equal to text, name is equal to num, size is equal to 3. So there will be an input text field. Then input type is equal to submit, name is equal to submit, value is equal to submit form. So at the initial loading of this particular web page, initial loading means no submit button is clicked. Submit button is not clicked means what happens here, it is the post method won't work, post method of submit won't work, so that it will produces a false value. So this if condition is this not is it. not a set of dollar underscore post of submit, it will produces a true value. So this particular form is viewed to the user. So enter a value, a form is displayed to the user, enter a value, then there will be a text field for entering a numerical value, then a submit button is there. Then in the PHP session, else, the if session is closed, else $num is equal to dollar underscore post of num. So here what happens is, if a value is entered and click the submit button, so that value, the form is used post method as well as odd event.php action is specified on the odd event.php, that is this particular web page itself. So here what happens is, in the else part of this corresponding session, it is trying to extract the value from the new input text field, and that value is assigned to a variable num if num mod 2 is equal to 0, checking if the num is performing a modulus operation with 2 and it will produces a 0 value, then it can state that you entered that particular num which is an even number, otherwise you entered the number is an odd number. So here what happens in this particular code is, we are using the same web page for posting the data itself. This web page is having the name oddEvent.php, and this web page, the post action page is also oddEvent.php. But this action part is specified as the else part of this particular section. Okay, before action, the data is specified in the if part. So here what happens is, whenever this particular odd even web page is loaded, we are having a form for entering a we are having a form in the body part which contains enter value label and input field is there and a submit button is there. Whenever user enters the data in the corresponding text field and press submit, what happens is the else part will be executed. Inside the else part, it will try to extract the data input and the corresponding text field that is copied in a variable called num variable. Then that num variable modulate 2 function will be executed. If that function produces a 0 value, then it gives a message like you entered an even number, otherwise you entered an odd number, then thing should be executed. This is a simple PHP program. It demonstrates the usage of uh, extracting data from an input field of a form. Hope you understood this example. Thank you.